welcome to Tuesday Night Facebook Live. My name is Lisa Hardy. I am the maker behind Sweet Pepper Studios, and I am a Step Up demonstrator in Canada. Hi Carol, hi Pat, hi Mary Ellen. I hope this video is working okay. My computer is a little slow right now. I have no idea what's going on, so hopefully I'm okay for everybody. Gotta love technology. Hi Pam, hi Rebecca, hi Donna. All right, so it looks like, hi Janice, so it looks like we're up and running. Hopefully it's okay. I go through this every night, right? Or every Tuesday night, right? Hi Jan. Okay, it's a really big day in Step Up world today. Hi Maria. And the new annual catalog is live. I'm so excited. The projects tonight are super, super cute. I know you guys will love them. I'm using something old and something new. So I'm using one of my favorite carryover items that's in the catalog, and then something new from the item. Hi Ashley. So I really have a lot to cover tonight. So I'm gonna try my best not to overwhelm everyone because there is a lot to cover. So the first one, I will just say right off the bat, I just said it, new catalog is here. I'm just so excited. So we have a new promotion that I don't talk about this often, but we have a new Join Plus promotion. This is incredible. So if you're in Canada, if you're a current customer or you just like craft supplies, you love Stampin' Up, you're a scrapbooker, hi Noelle. You might want to think about joining Stampin' Up as a demonstrator. Just right off the bat, there is zero obligation to do what I'm doing. You don't have to sell anything. You can be a happy shopper and get that discount if you would like. There's a whole bunch of other perks, including like all of the friends that I've made, the community. Not to mention you'll be on my team. We're pretty awesome if I do say so myself. But it is like, it's one of the best decisions that I made. I do get a discount on everything that I buy. So that's one of the top perks. So the special is that our kit in Canada is $135. And normally you would get to choose $165 worth of products. And this is a build your own kit. You get to choose what you want in your kit. You get to include any product that you want from any active catalog. But right now, you will get to choose $206 worth of Stampin' Up! Products for just $135. There is no shipping. And if you're in Ontario, there's no tax or shipping. And some other provinces are like that as well. So it's a great deal. If you got my newsletter, I've sent out all of the information. But if you want more info on that, please reach out to me. And I've also put a link in the description that kind of talks about some of the other perks and provides a link for you to join my team. I'd love to have you part of it. I love Stampin' Up. I love the community. You're going to just want to check that out. Okay. Yes, Ashley, best decision ever. Secondly is we also have greater host rewards now as well. So doing home parties isn't something that I do often, but I do them. So if you are a customer of mine, if you're new here, if you think about wanting to host an online event, you get, I believe it's $30 extra once you hit that $300 workshop order. And that's awesome. So I can provide you with details of that as well. Okay, I'm going to take a breath. I've got my tea here, so I'm going to take a quick sip. And I'm going to switch the camera around because I really want to, yes, Pats. I'm glad I'm glad you came back too. That's so sweet. So let me go ahead and turn us around. So we have two projects that I'm going to show you tonight. The first one is with one of my favorite stamp sets that have carried over from the last catalog, and that is the Free as a Bird stamp set. This is one of my all-time favorite stamp sets. I just love it so much. It's actually been around for a couple of years, but it honestly is still one of my favorites, and I am so happy to see it in the new catalog. So I thought we would pull it out tonight and make a nice, pretty card. So I will show you how to make a card featuring some new product as well. So I won't give you a sample right now, but we will go ahead and use it. So we're going to go ahead and use this branch here with these cute little birds, as well as the sentiment, "Your friendship means the world to me." I just think that is so sweet. We are going to be doing a little bit of coloring as well with some Stampin' Blends. So to start, I'm going to pull a piece of, yeah, Janice, yes, it can be used for any occasion for sure. I have a piece of basic white. This is the, it is 11 inches by 4 1/4. So we're going to just go ahead and fold that in half. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to burnish those edges. And then I have a couple of more layers here. So no die cutting. To me, this is a bit of a simple stamping card because we're just using our stamps, we're using some ink, we're using some paper. We are adding some ribbon and an embellishment as well, but still pretty easy for beginners. So we do have a 5 1/4 by 4 inch layer of that hand pen designer series paper. So this is double-sided, but we are using this sort of mint macaron side as well. And let me just give you a peek at that paper. I've shown this before. I've just ordered my second pack because I've used so much of it. It is just stunning, stunning paper. All right, so let's go ahead and just adhere this designer series paper layer to our basic white base. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal for that. And you're just going to want to sort of make sure this is just right in the center. Just gonna have to stand up for this to make sure it's straight. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of stamping. So we will use this smaller piece of basic white, and I'm going to take out my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Oh geez, did you guys hear that? That was my other gooseneck phone holder falling over. Oh my goodness, this live tonight is just very entertaining, isn't it? Alright, so I'm going to ink up my birds, and just, I'm going to grab this scrap piece of paper first. And we are going to stamp this just across, because I really only want those 3 birds to show through. So we're going to put it right about there. Just going to, there we go. I'm going to move that out of the way. All right. So I am going to also stamp my sentiment, and as I said, we're going to use the "Your friendship means the world to me." So I'm just going to use that same Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and that's just kind of going to sit right underneath here. So I'm going to use this, and hopefully it's straight. That's pretty good. Okay, and that's all of the stamping that we're going to do tonight, because we are going to color in with some Stampin' Blends. Now I'm using a couple of different colors, and that is the mint macaron. We are using the ivory and the bronze, and then I am also pulling out the new soft succulent. Okay, and actually I need to go, I need to go grab one ink color real quick, and that is Blushing Bride. Now, we do not have Blushing Bride available as Stampin' Blends, but there is an alternative in order to get that ink color, and that is by way of a blender pen. Now, these blender pens are awesome. You can use on any ink color, and they're just a really great coloring tool. So let's start with coloring our birds. So we're actually going to color our birds with mint macaron, and I'm going to start with the lights, and then we'll add some shading detail with the dark. Now, normally I would attempt to zoom in a little bit, but given all of the tech issues so far, I'm actually going to refrain from doing that right now. But I'm using the stamp as a guide as to where to add my shading. So you'll see that these birds all have lines in it. So I'm just adding that darker mint macaron to where those lines are stamped. And then I'm going to come back in and just blend that out. And then go back over one more time. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all three birds, plus the little bird that we have over here that we didn't get the full image. That's okay. We don't want that full image. So again, I'm just going over those black lines. Okay. Okay, and my last one. If you're not used to coloring in your images, the Stampin' Blends are actually really great for beginners. They're an easy coloring tool to use. I'm just using a very light hand. They are alcohol-based markers and just a great beginning coloring tool if you're not used to it. Okay, I am going to take the ivory and I'm going to use the little bullet tip and I'm just going to add a little color to their beaks. Okay, and then with that, I'm going to also take the ivory, but I'm going to use the brush tip and I'm going to add some color to the branch. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up the bronze and I'm going to just very lightly add in a little bit of shading throughout the branch, but not completely across. I'm leaving a break in there. I'll just give you a quicker look at that. Okay, but then I'm going to go back over with the ivory just to blend that out a bit. All right, next is that we're going to color these flowers with the Blushing Bride ink and the blender pens. So if you're not used to using a blender pen, all you need to do is I'm just dabbing my blender pen on the ink pad just slightly, and that picks up the color, and then you can just go ahead and color your image. You just need to keep dabbing to get more color. So if you want a lighter color, you can keep coloring or you can pick out more. But you can see that I'm just adding a little bit of color to the blender pen, and it's coloring in that image for me. And you can use the blender pen on multiple colors, one after the other. All you need to do to clean your blender pen is just sort of scribble out the color. So you just keep going until it comes clear, and then you're good to go on to the next color. So also another really good tool to have on hand. All right, next we'll just color in those leaves with the soft succulent blends. Again, I'm going to start with that light and then add a bit of shading with that dark color. And I will just go and color them in all with one shade at a time. Okay. Isn't this looking so pretty? Okay, and again, these leaves have lines in them as well, so I am just following those lines, coloring over those lines with the dark, soft succulent, and just adding that shading, and I'll just come in very quickly and lightly with the light blend, just to blend that color out. All right, isn't that so pretty? Now I'll give you a close-up of that. So I'll move these ones out of the way. How cute. How pretty is that? All right, move this blushing bride out of the way as well. Yes, I agree, Mary Ellen. They really should have made dies for this. That would be so nice. All right, so we are going to adhere this right onto our mint macaron layer. I would love if they had dies here. You know what, I have used this stamp set so much. It is honestly probably in my top 3 stamp sets of all time. I just think it's so, so nice. All right, so there, I'm just going to give that a nice press. And then we are going to adhere this onto our card front, but before we do that, we're gonna actually add some ribbon. So what I have done is I'm going to bring out the soft succulent ribbon, and you'll notice I think the soft succulent and mint macaron are actually pretty similar in color. You're just looking at maybe a shade, a tone or two darker for the soft succulent, so I really think it complements mint macaron very well. So we are going to add some ribbon just below, just to fill in that white space below. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back and use that to hold the ribbon in place. So just wrapping it around, making sure that is straight, and I'll just trim that. Okay, but we're not going to end there. I would like to add some, actually that's not quite straight, so let me just fix that. That's good. I'm not going to end it there. I'm going to add a little bit of linen thread. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of more Stampin' Seal on the back. And I'm going to wrap the linen thread around that twice. It's going to add a little extra detail. So that's just going to sit right in the center of that soft, succulent in color ribbon. And then what I like to do is just add a little bit more adhesive over top. Now we are going to be adhering this to our card front with dimensional, so we'll also add that extra layer as well. But you can see that it just adds that little extra detail there, and I'll give you a close-up of that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so here is a point where we can put some dimensionals on the back. And again, I will just put dimensional partly over that linen thread just for extra security there. Thank you guys for those hearts. And then we will add a couple more dimensionals to make sure this is securely in place on our card front. So this is just going to go right in the center of that. I'm just going to make sure that that is straight, and I think that's pretty good. I'm going to give that a little press. Yes, Maria, it is. It's perfect to send during now. Okay, but we're not done yet. We are going to create a bow with our soft succulent ribbon. So I'm just going to create a little bow. Actually, before we do that, you can do it a couple of different ways because we are going to layer bows as well. And the way I did it before was that I took 2 pieces of linen thread. So let me just cut that into 2. And you can create these bows separately, or you can create them together. So let me just cut, there we go. Let me just cut that. Okay, and then what I had done is that first I wrapped my linen thread around the soft succulent, just right in the middle. And then I created a bow this way. Now, I'm not one that usually double layers bows, so if you, I mean, you might have a better way to do this. This is just the way that I did it. You could, of course, do them separately, but I just found this to be sort of the most efficient way. So I created this bow first, and let me just tighten this up and get this to size. There we go. So it's kind of looking just like that right now. Okay, but then we're going to actually tie a bow with the soft succulent as well. And then the linen bow sort of ends up sitting right in the center. Now I have to play around with this a little bit just to make sure I get it the way I want it to. Making sure that it's nice and tight. The dimensions, I don't think I actually said them. So this, let me just double check to make sure I got it right. So this is, the mint macaron is 4 3/8 of an inch by 3 1/8. And the white is 3 inches by 4 1/4. All right, so I'm just going to pull that tight and fix that one more time and pull this tight. Okay, so once you've got your bow how you want it, you're going to want to take a mini glue dot. I don't know where my pick tool went, so I'm going to use this one. And I put the mini glue dot at the back. And this is just going to sit sort of in the corner, just like that. Isn't that so cute? And then you can just trim your bows as needed. I may have to play around with this a little bit more after the live, but you sort of get the idea. Okay, and I'm going to trim these as well. I think that looks good now that it's trimmed. I mean, isn't that so cute? You just got that double layered bow there. So cute. And then just to finish off the card, because I think it needs just, I mean, you could leave it here, but I think it needs just a little extra something. Where did they go? They're over here. Just to finish off this card, I am going to add a few of these rhinestones. Let me actually see if I can get this closer for you. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And so I'm just going to add a few. I don't know where my pick tool went. I used it earlier. And I've got lost when I was designing. So this one isn't working well. Oh my goodness. And I'll add one more. And we'll add that just on the other side of the sentiment. Oh yeah, that's a much better view, I think. And that sort of finishes off our bow. Isn't that so pretty and sweet? I just love it. And I love the color palette too. You got that nice, just subtle pop of pink on those flowers, and this mint macaron and the soft succulent just really go nicely together, don't they? So super sweet, and I think a little bit simple too. All right, thank you guys so much for those hearts. So we do have one more card. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Noelle. All right, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. So the next one that we're going to make is with a set that I actually used a couple of weeks ago, and that is with the Flowers of Friendship stamp set. So this is a new one from the new catalog. This does come with a punch, which is somewhere in my craft room. I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but it is a new stamp set. Thanks, Donna. And this is actually the focus of May's Card Club. So if you're not a member of Card Club and you're in Canada, you're gonna want to check this out because it is Card Club is awesome, and I'll give you a sneak peek at this month's Card Club projects after we're done this card. So this, I'm sticking to that same sort of soft color palette. I'm using Coastal Cabana, but it actually has a little bit of Pool Party in there as well. This paper is from the Brights Designer Series paper pack. So that's this collection here. This is our Brights collection, and you've got some different designs of all of the Brights color. This is a really fun pack. The Brights and the Subtles are probably my favorite color connection. Thanks, Paulette. Thanks, Janice. I love Card Club. It's like one of my favorite things. Okay, so I'll put the link to Card Club. It is a subscription. It's a monthly subscription. I have a pickup option and a shipping option. You get all the supplies to create 8 beautiful cards with 4 different designs, and it also includes minimum $30 of product each month. So usually it's a full paper pack and some embellishments. So really economical way to build up some of your collection. And I do all the design and prep for you. I pre-cut all of your cardstock. I do all of your die cutting, and it's just a really fun package that you get each and every month. Okay, so this is a basic white card base, and then I've gone ahead and cut this Designer Series paper to the size of our card front. So that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that right on the front. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal. If you want to go ahead and check out Card Club, it's sweetpaperstudios.com/cardclub. But again, I will post that link after. Alright, so you just covering the full card front. I'm just going to cover the whole thing. That's great, Mary Ellen. Yes, it's going to start in August. I'll start my Christmas cards in August. Okay, and then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to take my scalloped rectangle. So both of these rectangles are from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. That's this one right here. These are like some of my favorite dies. I use these all the time. And we're going to actually use this floral image right here, and as well as the little card big thanks sentiment. So let me go ahead. I didn't take these out. Little card big thanks. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and stamp our flower image right onto this stitch circle. Pat, no. If you're already a member of Card Club, the Christmas cards will be the same. The Christmas Card Club, people just have the option of just doing that if they want, but it will be the same designs. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this right in the center. Just give that little press. There we go. Is that not just a super cute image all on its own? It's simple, but it's cute. Okay, we're going to do some coloring here too with some blends. So I think I am going to bring out the Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blends, and I think I'm going to also just stick with that mint macaron. I was thinking either mint macaron or Pool Party, but I think I'm actually going to go with mint macaron because I think it will look really well. So we can go ahead and start coloring the flowers, and I'm using that same technique. I'm going to start with the lighter shade and just add some shading with the darker one. So again, I'm just following those lines that are already on the image, so it makes it easy. And I'll go back in with the light, and I'll just blend that out a bit. Again, I'm using a very light hand. And as I said, there is a coordinating punch with this set. We're not using it on tonight's card, but we will be using it in Card Club. I'm really excited about it. And I'll give you a sneak peek of Card Club after. So if you are a member of Card Club and don't want to see the cards that we're going to be including, then don't. You're going to have to turn away for a second, okay? All right. Last one here. You can see what a difference the shading makes too. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the mint macaron, and again I'm going to use that same dark and light just on these leaves. And I will go color these all at once. And then I'll just go back up the center along those lines just to add a little bit of shading in there. Oh, isn't that just super sweet? It's so simple, but it's so cute. All right, that's all the coloring. So easy peasy with the coloring. And actually, I'm going to leave out the dark Stampin' Blends because we're going to need that just for one more element after. Okay, on this little scallop die, thanks Sue, we're going to stamp our sentiment with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let me just get that on my block, making sure it's straight. And we're just going to stamp that right in the center. So I'm going to hope this stamps straight. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and I want to add a little bit of edging, but I didn't really want to add any additional tools, right? I want to make this as simple as possible. So while normally I would maybe take out my sponge daubers and my Flirty Flamingo ink, I'm going to go ahead and use this blend, Stampin' Blend, to edge this card. So if you don't have daubers, which you've seen me use before, you can go around the edge of your dies with your Stampin' Blend. So I'm just going to do that. Just want to show you another way if you don't have, you know, those daubers on hand, or, you know, they're lost. I know if you're anything like me, you you lose some stuff sometimes. But you can, you know, just use the stuff that you have on hand to add color and different elements. So it takes a tiny bit longer, but, you know, it's just another way to do it if you don't have the daubers. And it's another way to use your Stampin' Blends. This by no means is going to wreck your blends at all. You know, I'm just lightly edging this. Yes, I do too, Sue. The font is so nice. Loving the mixed fonts. Okay, that's all you're doing. You're just adding a little bit of color, helping that sentiment stand out a little bit, and you're using the tools that you have on hand. Okay, so we can do a little bit of assembly, but first we're actually going to take back out that soft succulent in color ribbon. And I don't know about you guys, but I've used this so many times with so many different colors. This ribbon so far has been matching and coordinating with a lot of different colors. you're gonna want to add this to your wish list. This is a soft succulent. I mean, look how nice it looks with the coastal cabana. So we are going to just wrap this around the bottom of our die cut here. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive on the back to hold that in place. And actually, I don't want it that high. I will bring that down more. And we will just wrap it around the bottom. Making sure that that is straight, which it is not. I'll adjust that. That's good. Do I want it? Actually, I might bring it down just a little bit more. Just because we are going to put that sentiment piece on there, so I want to make sure I have room for that. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it around the bottom. You want to be about a 1/2 inch from the bottom. And I will trim that. Okay, and this is going to go on our card front using dimensionals as well. Okay, so that is just going to go right in the center. Is that straight? A little bit off center. Okay, I think that's straight now. Okay, and then we're also going to put a bow. So we're going to tie a bow with that same soft succulent ribbon. Actually, I'm going to start that over. That's better. So, just going to get that down. I'm going to get that nice and tight. Okay, and then I am going to take a mini glue dot and put it at the back. And that's going to go right in the center of our other piece of ribbon. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim those down. Let me fix that side. I have to fix that after. Okay, and the embellishments, where are my pearls? Let's see. I have somehow misplaced my pearls, but that I guess just goes with the theme of the night. So we will use, we'll stick to some rhinestones. And we will finish off this card by adding, actually let's add our sentiment first. We're going to put our sentiment just right there. And so we're going to add a dimensional just on the back side of the right side of the sentiment piece, and then we're going to add some adhesive on the other side. I agree, Pat. This set is versatile. And this is just going to sit right above that ribbon. So isn't that looking so cute? And then we're going to finish off this card with some rhinestones. And so let's add one down here. We'll add one up here. Now on my original design I did have pearls, but I have apparently misplaced those, but rhinestones work just as well. So that is our second card. I'm gonna have to fix that bow. get on there a little bit more straight, but isn't that super, super cute? What do you guys think of that? There we go. So sweet, so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thanks, Janice and Noelle. All right, so let me bring over the other card that we made and just show you that again. I just think these are super sweet. Thank you guys for those hearts. I appreciate that. Thanks, Donna. Let me move that over into the center a bit more. And so let me show you a sneak peek of the Card Club cards for this month. So if you are watching and you are a member of Card Club, if you don't want to see these sneak peeks, this is your warning. I'll wait like 30 seconds because I know there can be a delay. Thanks, Frank Ellen. Thanks, Sue. All right, so I'm coming in with my cards. So this is an alternative. So this is one of the designs from Card Club. I went with a flirty flamingo. Now, the really awesome thing about Card Club is that you're going to cut this paper, the designer series paper, down yourself, so you get to choose what color you want to use, which is awesome. So this is, you know, you can make one design in each of the brights colors. All would be pretty because they're such beautiful colors. Okay, so that's one. This is another. So this card design is actually cased from a fellow demonstrator. I can't recall her name, but I just loved the gray and the melon mamo together. So this is, I've decided to include this, and you can see the punch that we used here. This is another design with a gorgeous grape. I love this sentiment. And then this may look familiar as well. We did it on one of my Facebook Lives about 2 weeks ago or so. So these designs, these 4 cards here are what is included in Card Club. I provide all of the pre-cut cardstock. All of the die cutting is done for you. You get the full pack of Bryce Designer Series paper. You're going to get a full pack of pearls, and you get a pack of the soft succulent ribbon. So it's really a fun and awesome card pack that will be delivered right to your door. I provide also written instructions on each design as well. So if you are interested in joining Card Club, I would love to have you. sweetpaperstudios.com/card club. I'll post the link in the description after. But those are the the cards in this month's club. I'm really excited about it. I really love the Flowers of Friendship stamp sets. I think it's so nice. All right, so I hope you enjoyed tonight's live despite the technical challenge we faced at the beginning, and appreciate you coming back onto my second attempt to go live. Thanks, Maria. Thanks, that's so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out why it keeps going grainy when I'm using that software. But I guess this is how we'll do it probably next time until I can get it all figured out. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to go ahead and share this video. You get the chance to win these 2 cards that we've made tonight. The winner from last week is actually Pat. So Pat, I will include those cards in your club pack. Thanks, Pam. And okay, that's it. I will repost all those links that I posted in the description of my other lives, so they're all in one place. And I appreciate you guys sticking around. We're going a lot longer than I usually go because of the tech issues, but I really appreciate you being with me tonight. Don't forget that I will be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm hoping that my new Stampin' Up! Order will arrive on Monday or Tuesday so we can work with even more new products. So again, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!